Hi guys, Darren Simmons here for the Game Institute. Welcome back to the building to the sewers tutorial. Now you're gonna have to forgive me. I've got a cold, so I'm gonna try not to grumble too much. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna look at making water effects in the sewers just to make it look a bit more realistic. So what I've basically done is I've imported some waterfalls. I got these from the medieval pack. This is waterfall 1. This one here. Okay, so just place that in, and we're going to make it look like that we've got leaks coming from the roof. We're going to move it over a bit, that one, because it's not quite in the right position. Let's have a look. We want to go over. Let's have a look. We want the light to look good off of it, so about there. Then we'll slide it over. Let's have a look. Before we bring it over. I like that thickness, so we kind of give it that look, see what it looks like. There we go, so we've got water leaking through there. Now, it's one-sided, so we've got the smoke there as well, which is quite cool. So what we'll do is we will, where's it gone? We'll take this exact same one, that one, and we'll duplicate it. Move it across just a bit. Okay, that didn't duplicate. Brilliant. Let's do it again. Right, duplicate. We'll bring it there. We'll rotate it around. Okay, what? Deliberate mistake there. We're on center. I'm going to do it on pivot. Let's rotate it around. This will actually be easier. Oh, I got the whole thing picked. We don't want the whole thing, do we? What's that one? That's the one we want. Let's do that again. I didn't do that very cleverly. So highlight and the move tool, duplicate, hold the shift down. Okay, that one. So we've got just that one selected. And we're going to rotate it round. To about that. Yes, that. And we want to move it about there. So we've got it from both sides now. Let's see what that looks like. So you can see what's happening there. That one needs to be stretched out like we did with the other one. And moved over. About that. Stretch it a fraction more. That should be about it, I would have thought. So as you can see, not quite close enough, are they? So we'll move that one in. Just a little bit more. Whoops, wrong one. It's actually quite tricky to get it right. Right, 56.16. Alright, so it really needs to be 56.16 on that one. 56.16. See what's going on here. So it's a bit hard to tell. is it over here? Okay, so we also need that to be rotated round now. There. So that should be now. Is waterfall 1 gone? Okay, we've got waterfall 2. Why am I missing waterfall 1? Bloody hell, there you are, right. Waterfall 1, right. This is getting on my nerves. Right, waterfall 1. Where have you gone, waterfall 1? You've vanished off the face of the earth, have you? There it is. Good God, what's it doing all the way over there? Right. Okay, so I see the problem we're getting. Waterfall 1 is actually the second one we put down. Very strange. Okay, so we'll position it over. Whoops. Always do that. Right. So now we want waterfall 2. Oh, sorry, no, that is waterfall 2. God almighty, right. Waterfall 1, if you can see, it's gone right the way over there. Right, so now where is it? Right, so we've got that one there. And as you can see, this one now is also facing the wrong way. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do for now, just so we know we're exactly in the right place. Yeah, I mean, we're looking about that, aren't we? Yeah. So now what we'll do is rotate it around completely. Not on the pivot though, on the centre. Alright, that should be about it. We've just got to position it in a slightly better place. Oh my God, after all that I did that. About that. Now let's see what we got now then. Right. Not quite positioned yeah, that'll do. There we go. Now as you can see we've got it slightly green here because that light's giving it like a green. And I think this one here, yeah, I thought so. That one there needs to go up higher. Like that. Now that should fix our problems. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now what we need to do, and we're going to go with that for now. Obviously you could tweak that and, you know, to your heart's content. Now we're going to go back into the medieval set, which is a set I downloaded. Okay, you can get it from the store. We used this in the Rising, so we didn't have to buy the whole set just to get these effects. We did import and then custom package, and we had the medieval environment pack. It's by 4K, the same guy that makes the city assets that we're going to be doing in level 3. Okay, so we downloaded that. So it came into this pack, and then as you can see, there's a waterfall. Lots of different waterfalls to choose from in there. Well, 3, not lots. Okay, and that's what we did. But now what we do, we go to his. If we go to his particles, it's got some pretty cool particles here that you can make look good with the. You've got these splashes here. You probably want to bring down a bit. Kind of. Let's say that, so it looks a little bit too much at the moment, but it up slightly. Now that's too much, but you'll see when I play it. You've got the idea. Don't think I used that one. No. Don't think I used that one, so we're not going to use that. What was it I used? I've just got to try to remember what it was I used. Oh. Shit, I just moved the wrong thing there. Alright, first of all, let's find that effect we just put down, because we don't want that. It was waterfall splash. So we'll get rid of that. Okay. Let's have a look at waterfall. What was that? That was waterfall fog. This is a good one. Okay, why is that not animating? Let's delete that. Oh, it's... Okay, it is there. It's just very, very subtle. Let's have a look and see what it looks like. Not a lot, really. There we go, there it is. Alright, let's just check it hasn't got a destroyer on it, which it doesn't look like it has. Mission. Just checking the settings a minute. Play on awake, yeah. Let's pre-warm. Pre-warm might be better. Let's try that. There we go. Well, as you can see, it's kind of in the wrong place. Okay, so we're going to keep, it doesn't really do a lot, but we're going to keep it in for now. And then we're going to go to, we've got fog small. There we go. Now that one actually is the better one, isn't it? So if you look at that now, there we go. That's kind of better. Okay, so we'll keep those on. Now we've got splashes and we've got splash 2. Now these are quite cool. Not that one. Sorry, this is what I'm looking for. Ripples, sorry. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I forgot what it was called. Okay, so you've got that. Ripples. Now let's see what that looks like. So you can see the ripples. It's not really doing much, to be honest. Pre-warm those as well. I'm just seeing if we can... No, they're fine. And also these are quite cool. Sparks, they're called. And they're these little floaty things. Can you see that kind of float around in sewery type places? It just adds to that atmosphere. Now, what you could also do with this... No, probably not smoke. There's one called steam somewhere. Because there's nothing saying the water is not warm. It could be. We've also got fog blow, but that's probably going to be crap. That's quite cool if you've got some kind of toxic stuff in there. Fire torch. No. Birds. We don't want birds. Okay, so we'll go there for now, and what we'll do is we'll go back to our standard assets. Just our standard assets folder. And we'll go into particles, and we'll go into prefabs, and we'll find some steam. Steam mobile might be okay, actually. Let's try that. Okay. There. So we've got this steam here, okay? We'll pre-warm it. And what we probably want to do is make it a little bit wider. So what we'll probably do is, let's have a look. It's too fast as well. So we'll do start speed 1, stop speed 2. Hold on, 2 secs. 2 secs. Yeah, that's probably going to be more like it. So we want we just try 0.05, 0.2, file 7. Okay, so just 0.1 on that one. It's minus, try minus 1. No, stick to 0. A lot of the time with these effects, when you're using them, especially from what you know, things you're using them for, they're not supposed to be used. You want to make sure that you get just the right effect. Otherwise, we don't want it really to look like steam. We want it to look like evaporation. Let's do 40. Yeah. So we've got that sort of thing. So it's a lot of steam coming up from the waterfall. Okay. We need it to loop, obviously. Let's try local simulation. No, we'll stick to world. Let me think. Here we go. There. Now that should look quite cool. We've just slowed it down enough to look a bit natural. Okay, so not quite. Sorry, wrong one. We want to kind of, that's a fog, some water, that's a droplets, that's a steam. So the steam wants to come over that way, and it's too much of it. So what we can do there is we can just bring it down just so you're getting the little bits of it like that. There we go. Okay. Now, waterfall itself. So look at the animation of that one. Now, yeah, that looks all okay. We want it to cast shadows because we want it to cast shadows on the water. Let's check the water is receiving shadows. Yes, it is. I think probably we can put a few more of the, let's have a look, where are they? Oh, of course, no, we need to go back to the medieval. Medieval. Go into the waterfall, no, particles. Go back to prefabs, and I think what we need to do is add a few more of those ripples. Like that. There we go. So now we should actually see them a little bit more prominently. Yeah, over there, but you can see they're slightly in the wrong place. Let's try that. There we go. They've gone too far over now. So yeah, it's about that. We'll pre-warm them. I think they might be a bit big, so start lifetime 1. Yeah, I think probably the start size is too big as well, so we do 0.2, something like that. I think so. And that should look a lot more like it. So look. There we go. So that's a bit more like it. You can see we've got these lovely little flare things around. And obviously, you know, we haven't messed around with the lighting yet, so that one there probably, this light, probably wouldn't go here, to be honest. Let's probably bring it over that way a little bit more. It might look a bit more realistic. Yeah. And then we can see it at both sides now, because we've turned it round. So, oops. Okay, so we've messed around with the water a bit now. And we're quite happy with what we've got, more or less. We've got just a normal pro water here. So what you kind of want to do to make this corridor look a bit more, I don't know, sewery, is we're going to imagine that this sewer has been kind of wet and moist and overgrown for quite a while. Things growing and rubbish and bits of bacteria floating around. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the post-apocalyptic pack. We're going to go to prefabs. We're going to find, I think it's called Liana. Liana, where are you, Liana? Liana, where are you? Okay. It, if I remember rightly, might be in Origin. Models 1. No, Models 2. No. Models 3. Here we go. It's actually called Ivy, so it's actually quite simple. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start from here, and we're just going to go now and put some really cool ivy, like this. Oh, I mean, it already looks lush. Getting too excited now. Like this. Bring it down a bit. Whoops. Wrong one. Careful what you pick. Right, that's what I wanted. Like this. Okay. And then what we're going to do with that one, for quickness, we're going to duplicate it across. Duplicate it across again. Now duplicate all 3 of them. Actually, no, not all 3 of them. I want to do them differently. Duplicate. I could probably go there. I've got to check we haven't put one in the actual doorway. No, we haven't, not yet. Okay, let me duplicate it again. And again. And again. The reason I'm duplicating them separately, not in one lump, is because I want to make each one of them slightly different. For the realism, you know? The realism. Kind of like that. Okay. So now we can go through and make each one slightly different. So we'll start with this one. That can go like that. This one can go like that. This one can go perhaps up a bit, just so there's only a little bit hanging down. This one can come down a bit, so there's lots hanging down. This one can come over like that. Oh, it's already looking cool. Okay, this one can come perhaps up a bit, and let's just bring it down a bit like that. That one's okay, and then this last one, something like that. Now let's see what we got. This should make a lot of difference to the look of it. Now bear in mind we haven't got the light in yet, so straight away you can see it's looking a bit overgrown. Yeah. Straight away it's looking a bit more sewery. Now I think what we've actually done here is we've probably got a little bit too much of the base. So it's already looking a lot more sewery. We can probably bring one more here. Perhaps that one. Duplicate it. Bring it over here. Let's make sure that's not too much. No, it's nice. Very nice. Now, I'm not sure if I've got a directional light on here. I might have. Yeah, I've got two. So if you turn that one off, and that one off, we play it again. Bear in mind we've got a blue skybox. We won't have a blue skybox, so you won't get any of that blue. Let's get to the bit where the lighting is. There we go. Straight away, it's looking a bit more eerie and a bit more sewery. Now don't worry about the scale. The sewer is going to be a lot bigger than this. Okay. So we'll put the directional lighting back on now, or one of them, say. And you've got that look. And we'll put the other one on, perhaps. There we go. So, now you imagine this with some litter and some skeletons and, well, just all sorts of stuff going on there. You know, you can imagine it's going to be pretty good, pretty eerie. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring that light across a bit more. This point like one. And we're going to drag it. We're going to duplicate, whoops. We're going to duplicate it across to there. Whoops. And damn it. Duplicate, you son of a gun. So there. There. That. Yeah, and we also want it there, and perhaps one more. Whoops. One more. There. See where that one is in a minute. Yep. Now let's see what we got. There we go. There we go. You can see. I tell you what we haven't done. It looks like the ivy is not casting shadows. Oh yeah, no, it is. 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 It Okay, what I'm going to do, while we're in play mode, so it doesn't actually change anything we do, I'm going to find the FPS controller, bring it down and put the first person character on, and we're just going to check. Now bear in mind as well, we've got no light, it's just 10 minutes. We've got no custom lighting, this is just a standard asset lighting that we're using at the moment. So when we start adding our own stuff, use player settings, what are we on? We want to be deferred, I think. We've got occlusion culling. When we start adding our own components to the camera, we can start messing around with the shadows. That's when it really starts to get cool. And let's see what our lighting's doing. Now our ambient intensity is right up. Now we can bring that down, say to there. We see what our directional light's doing. Right. As you can see, we've got shadow strength not at set to max. Put them on. Whoa. Right. So, the direction light is too strong now, obviously. But you can see the shadows we've got coming in there. So we want a bit of it. Let's go back to lighting again. I think we want ambient at all, actually. So I think what we can probably do is disable one of the directional lights. Let's try that one. I like that one. Let's try that one. I like that one as well. Okay, so let's bring this down. So about that. Okay, so yeah. Now what we're going to do. Now I didn't make any of those changes I've made. Obviously I didn't make to the I didn't make them because they're in the inspector, so we're going to do it here. I'm going to put them both up in the editor. Intensity, you can keep the intensity the same for now. And then we went to the lighting, didn't we? And we, what did we do? We turned the ambient down. So about that, perhaps. You can also, obviously, if you want to go to the directional light, you can make the sort of different colours of the ambient and the directional light. You know, I think I did mess around with that quite a bit. We don't want bait GI on. Let's keep that off for a start. Now, when we press play again, we should be kind of good to go on that. Yeah, you can see the water. You can see the shadows of the plants on the wall. Okay. So now, whoops, don't want to pause. I want to stop it. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the pipe. I can find it. Yeah. And we are going to make some fire because I love fire. So we're going to go to our standard assets again. If you use the Pro Fire, it's actually called. If I can find it, where's it gone? Fire. This one here, which is called Fire Complex. That's going to look amazing. So we're going to put a Fire Complex there. Make sure we bring it in. Alright. We're going to see the difference the shadows are going to make there. Can you see the difference that's making to the lighting and the shadows? We could probably, if we bring, hold on, let's stop it a minute. If we bring this one over a bit. Whoops, not that, this one. There we go. Look what that's going to do. There we go. So can you see what it's done there? It's made the shadows of the ivies and the lighting just look so much cooler. What's going on there? Yeah, that's okay. Now, some of these lights can be set at different intensities. You can go for that look. Which is far too bright. with those, I would say because we're gonna have a torch, so you just want them just enough so you've got some shadows coming through like that. It was 1 anyway. I've got a feeling they're all set at 1. No, they're actually less than 1, that one. So places perhaps where there's not enough of as many effects, you can make them a bit brighter. So perhaps this one you could have, I don't know, you could have it a bit brighter like that and see what the effect that makes. That one there. Just so we're all a bit different. I think what we'll do with that light there by the water is I think we'll move that one away a bit. Where's the water gone? Yeah, we've got this one here by the water, and I just feel that it's... I think that one's just a little bit... Move it just a bit further away from the waterfall. We could perhaps have 2 there. Seeing that is the main sort of portal of the... There we go. Makes the water just look a little bit more realistic when you haven't got the light shining on it. A few little cracks there. It's a great thing about a blue skybox. It's a great thing about a blue skybox. I'm just trying to find out where that crack was. There it is, you can see it. So to get rid of that one, what I'm going to do is... Let's move it in a bit like that. Still not quite right. Let's try that. I'll bring it out this way as well. That sort of thing. Well, it's still a bit there, so you just have to mess around with that. It's such a pain in the arse. This bit here is not quite. See, the roof also is not quite on properly. So much tweaking. So the roof's better. It's just that little bit there. I'm not going to mess around with that now. Yeah, I am. It does my head in. Keep going the wrong way. There we go. So, that was quite cool. We've done some cool stuff to that little level now. Now, you imagine what we did with there. You can put some more fire, you can put some boxes, some floating pieces of wood, some rocks are falling through, and some junk just floating. I mean, that all look really cool. We'll also do some more customization. These lights need to be brighter. That one there, we're going to want that kind of like that. There we go. So you got that. You got that effect. Something wrong on there. We'll sort it out next time. Hasn't got the right right colliders on. Okay, I just want to check something a minute. Is that bulb not on mission? Right. Let's try that. So you can see that what I'm looking at here, the actual light itself, not that, this bit here, I'm pretty sure, I thought that was supposed to be emissive. Well, it is, you can see it's emissive, it's just not very emissive, is it? Make that brighter. No. Don't know, it just looks a bit... What's the other one doing? The other one lighting up? Yeah, the exit's lighting up. Notice we've got a weird ghosting going on there. I'm not sure what that's from. So that's annoying me. I'm not sure why that's happening. Oh, bear with me. The dogs are barking today. Okay, guys, sorry about the interruptions. It's a lot of visitors today, which I wasn't expecting. Okay, so that's pretty much about it then for this one. What I will do is, before the next tutorial, I will just round it off and put the bits in that, are open at the moment. And then what we'll do is we will put the city in above the sewer. So when we're looking up from the grates of the sewer, like, is there some here I can show you? Yeah, there. We'll be able to look through there and we'll be able to see the city block and life going on above the sewer. So I've been Darren Simmons for Gaming Institute. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, sorry about the interruptions and my snotty cold. Hopefully it hasn't marred your enjoyment too much. And I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.